Who do you credit most influential in your life, Lee? And it can be more than one, personal or professional, or maybe academic in this case.
Well, I'm glad you I'm glad you said more than one.
Yeah.
Kirt, every person I've ever met in my life, every single one has influenced me. There have been some that influenced me deeply. My parents, for example. My father always said, "A person is only good as his word," and that stuck with me very, very early on. I remember one time. I was with a bunch of guys, and we were going to get together on a Saturday and dam up the creek and make us a swimming pool or swimming hole. And it came up that there were several people around going to go to a movie, and I kind of wanted to go to the movie. And Dad looked down at me and said, "What did you tell the boys about helping with making the swimming hole?" And I said, "Well, I told them I'd be there." He said, "Well, be as good as your word." And so I dropped everything. I didn't go to the movie, and I went to the swimming hole area, and I was the only one that showed up.
I was wondering if you were going to say that.
Yeah. And my mother was, we called her the flower woman. She taught me very early on, if you've got flowers, you've got to give them away. If you don't give flowers away, they will die. Now, that has a truism connected to it. If you have flowers, they have to be thinned. And so if you'll take them and dig some out and give them to somebody else. So that was really important to me, to learn that things in life need to be given away or they die. And that came from my mother. In the 7th grade, I had a teacher that just made me so curious and made me so excited. His name was Bob Waddell, and I've always given him credit for setting a fire under me so that I knew that I would be going to college. And I didn't know it till that time. My sister had told me in the 6th grade, she said, "Someday you're going to go to college." I laughed at her. I thought I was going to be a sheep farmer. But Bob Waddell struck something in me, and he would never accept credit for what he did. He said, if I accepted credit for Lee, I'd also have to accept credit for those people who were in prison that I taught. So he never did want to do that. But everybody I met, I had in high school, I had a wonderful English teacher, Lena Nevison. She was just an amazing teacher. I had Jesse Stewart. Jesse put so much faith in me and put so many things on my shoulder. It was just totally unbelievable. But everybody I've ever met along the way has had some influence, whether I've met them 5 minutes or several years. I listen to people. I listen to what they have to say, and it's a great journey when you do it that way.
You know, I would argue that's a bit of a lost art in 21st century planet Earth, if you will. We
have to learn to listen. My late wife, Joy, and I produced the Corn Island Storytelling Festival for 27 years, and we did a thing. We formed an organization, and guess what we called the organization?
What's that?
Not mouths, we called it ears, because the most important thing was listening.